from Spain.
Right.
So that would be true.
You probably holiday there.
It's true, yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people.
I figured you do. Okay,
I
that's
think
great.
you do, don't you?
Once in a while, I do.
We've probably seen each other once.
We probably did. You look really good in a swimsuit. But anyway, so having said that, now I've heard you have this very genial image. We all love to think that you're all sweetness and light. But I remember that if I remember from my seminary history times, that actually you were at the Council of Nicaea, which was in 325 A.D.
That goes back.
That goes back a ways, I know, and you look good for your age, but 325 A.D., and of course, when we recite the Nicene Creed, right, it's on page 5, I think, of the worship book, when we say that, well, Nicholas was involved with the creation of that text as a way to really draw the line against certain heresies that were being present in the history of the church at that time. And I was told that that Arius, who was the bishop who had these sort of somewhat heretical views, you punched him, I was told.
We don't like to advertise that.
Okay, fine, yeah. It wasn't exactly bullying, but you were making a point.
Yeah.
I hope you've kind of mellowed a bit with age.
It's true.
You have. That's great. Okay, that's good. I'm really glad. Well, is there anything else that you want to tell us as we...
I just think that it's really important that we know who Santa Claus is and who he's not, and who St. Nicholas is and who he's not. I think that one of the stories that I like to remind people of is why we put stockings by the fireplace here in North America, and that's oftentimes because of a myth or a legend, or I think true, what happened. In Turkey, when I was there, there's a lot of children who, unfortunately, because of the poverty that they faced, were sold into slavery, sold into prostitution even sometimes by their parents. And there was a couple little girls who I heard that they were going to be, facing this type of a fate. And of course I don't like that. I'm the patron saint of children and maidens and seafaring folks. And so what I tried to do is ransom these girls by going quietly, tiptoeing outside of their window just before they were going to be sold into slavery, and throwing gold coins into the window. And those gold coins skipped on the floor and landed in their shoes. And because of that, the parents were able to not have to sell their children into slavery. So next time you put your stockings out, or for those who are Dutch, you put their wooden shoes out, and there's things that end up in your stockings, there's things that end up in your shoes, understand that that's the reason why we have that tradition. St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, it's all the same story, all the same idea, but based on a true person. We're going to go to the Christkindl market next week, a lot of us, and even Christkindl was trying to get away from that idea of Santa Claus and bring it back to a holy Advent. Christkindl, you might know, is the Christ child in German, and Christkindl actually became Kris Kringle, another name for me a little bit later on. So people have a tendency to move away from the Christian part, move away from the St. Nicholas part. It's my hope and desire that during Advent you remember the reason for the season, and that is truly the Christkindl, the Christ child coming into the world. So Merry Christmas, Happy Advent. I'll be around to share some time, some cookies, some stories with you. If you want to sit on my lap, Bob, you may again this year. That's fine. We'll hear all your Christmas wishes again this year. So thank you, Father Peter. It's a pleasure being here again with you guys, and we'll look to see you at coffee hour after church.
It's true, and I know that you're also coming to visit our sister congregation at their 4 o'clock
It's
service.
true.
You really get around.
Yeah.
We're great.
A lot of things happen this time of the year.
That's fabulous. Thanks so much. Friends, would you stand so that we